Oh, Lord. Greetings, fellow immersed one, and welcome to the Cafe Aurelia. Oh. Charmed, pleasurable, I'm sure. It looks damp. I am your host, and it is my honor to be your guide on this special evening in our most unusual establishment, where we serve otherworldly delicacies inspired by the ancient and powerful beings of the abyss. Okay, so y'all have like Elder Thing Ratatouille or something? Our decor is inspired with the original Nightmare Corpse City, complete with authentic cyclopean masonry, still dripping with latent horror. And we pride ourselves on having a whole thesaurus stapled to the wall. All of them. We pride ourselves in the dark and mysterious atmosphere, pungent with the stench of fermented desire. Also the smell of the sea. There's a little dead fish around here. There's one flipping over there still. You hear it? It sets the mood and creates a perfect setting for eldritch beings to mingle and find potential mates. If you're looking for love in the murky depths of madness, then this is the place for you. Well, I mean, I can't find it anywhere else, so might as well. I mean, it kind of fits my MO, doesn't it? Come now, let me lead you to your table. The reservation is under wickhin, yes. Ah, yes, I see it in the ledger. Right this way, wickhin. Ugh. Nice brain candles. Here we are, a nice candlelit table with a 5-star fish view of the abyss. One candle for love and one for madness. You may want to keep an eye on those during the evening. I yawned partway through that, I'm sorry. Okay, Wickhin, let's get to know you a little better, and I'll match up with someone or something special. Something would imply that it's not a person, would imply that it's not sapient, you know, which is kind of a deal breaker for me. Dude, moisturizer. At the front of the menu are a few simple questions about your personality. I don't have one of those, I'm sorry. Just a matchmaker survey. The results will help pair you with your best eldritch match. This will take a moment and a little bit of your soul, your vital essence. First question, would you rather join the ranks of the deep ones and live underwater forever, or become a great old one and rule the world with an iron tentacle? Neither of them sound altogether appealing to me personally, so I guess if I had to choose between the two, I mean, deep ones just kind of come and go. They're just fish people, really. Great old one would be, you know, power, the ability to you know, traverse the cosmos and have an ascended view of reality in all of its facets. That's not okay. Ambition, overconfidence, hubris, all great qualities in a leader. I have none of those things. You would command the rise and fall of civilizations and watch as the puny humans scurry about like sand of leaves, unaware of the true nature of reality. No, I would just kind of float around and do what the fuck ever appealed to me at the moment. Like I'd go sit in a black hole for a few million years maybe, and then go over to this pulsar and ride it for a while. And then, I don't know, go check out what each of the different galaxies has and each of its planets and just look. Because I can. Next question. Would you rather... go to sleep apparently. Watch your loved ones be devoured by an unspeakable horror before you were also devoured, or to have to devour them yourself to survive. What the fuck is this picture? Oh my god. It's like a deformed Muppet. Or have to, what? Neither. Oh my God. Okay. So I don't know. Let's weigh this, shall we? Watch them be devoured and then be devoured myself, or just do the devouring and have a nice, tasty whole meal. I don't. Fuck it. No. Vicarious? What the fuck? I wonder what else you'd like to watch. Vicarious implies living out one's fantasies because you're not going to be able to live them yourself. But that's followed up by me being eaten as well. So how would that be a vicarious that you are not very bright, are you? Well, you do live in the abyss, so I suppose that's kind of... It's gonna arrange a mirror for you to witness your own final horrors you're eaten alive. No, thank you. We just nix the whole being eaten alive part entirely. I'm not into vor. Generally, slowly driven state by the constant whispering of dark ancient forces beyond human comprehension, or be physically dismembered by those same invisible forces. Fuck it, we ball. No fear of existential dread. Impressive, though your answer might change after the first few centuries of shambling around in a state of eternal madness. I doubt it, man. In that case, every new minute is just a new trip, and you just cycle through them. Very good. That should be enough to narrow it down to a few lovely contenders here tonight. Who am I going to get to meet? Meet with two E's. Not an E and an A, please. lil'y. For both, though. Yog Nyarla. But in this dimmer, there's only one to choose from. Fine. And they'll forget even more. All right. lil'y is a deep one from the abyss who is looking for a meaningful romance. Luck is on your side tonight. You don't often find such a beauty with a personality to match. I quote-unquote choose lil'y. Alright. Very lovely. Just absolutely pearlescent emerald eyes. Oh, and your fins are quite lovely as well. They catch the murky light here. Nice to meet you. My name is lil'y Yiggoth. Okay. I don't usually go on blind dates, Wickhin. Thanks for meeting me here on such short notice. I'd be crazy not to. The cause of all mine. I mean, platitude, trite, funny. So, cringe, basic bitch, pun. I mean, I am kind of pun. Well, I'm glad you're not crazy, but I'm sure you know that sanity is only an illusion. True happiness lies in embracing the unknown horrors that surround us. I'm glad we took this plunge together. Who knows how this evening is fated to end? I thought it said how this evening is fucked, but I suppose that's kind of the same thing. So, it's like a real world conversation. Oh my god. We've arrived at the classic awkward silence. Perhaps we need an icebreaker. Quite right! Yes. No, quite right. Yes. I've had a chance to look at the drink menu yet. They have a few of my favorites, although they may be a little pricey. Not so expensive that it costs an arm or a tentacle, but rather a cost you may not fully fathom until it's too late. Ah! Nice! Well, in that case, you may not even realize the cost has been paid once it's been paid. It's just gonna be snipped from your existence forever. Don't you just love the unknown? I adore it. Miskatonic mystery tonic. Wait a minute, no, where's the Miskatonic and gin? Come on! Even Mississippi Bones got that pun. Sipping Miskatonic and gin. With my mind on my madness and my madness on my mind. Okay, why don't you choose the drinks? Your choice will reveal quite a bit about where our evening is headed. Evening together is headed. Mystery tonic, Dagon's dream. Well, you're a deep one, so you'll probably like the Dagon thing. That does sound very interesting. And I'm loath that this is not Mystery tonic and gin, so I'm salty this one's a Dagon's dream. Great choice. They say Dagon's dream is made from the congealed fantasies of the great old one himself. His thoughts may have been floating in the cosmic ocean for eons, and if they're distilled and foamed properly, you get a creamy, sweet treat. Yeah, I was just admiring the swirly cloudiness here. Very interesting. Some people say it makes them feel calm and relaxed. Others say it makes them feel nostalgic. And some say it makes them feel connected to something greater than themselves. That's me after a few beers. How do you like it? You'll dream about having a good memory that will descend from the world. Huh. I don't know. My indecisiveness is stabbing me repeatedly here. Each one, just little pokes. I'm really leaning towards one of these two, though. Memories where I feel dreamy. Not as dreamy as you, though, darling. Suffering, slowly dying inside. That's a good sign. It's supposed to take you into a dreamlike world. Like where the unknown to death? Well, unless you're expressing guilt from any past misdeeds. In that case, you might soon be going on an extreme nightmare hell ride. Fun is good enough. Okay, so now that gets a chance to get to know each other a little. I feel like we can be more open, right? You can share your darkest secrets with me. Great, I love talking about myself. My idea of the perfect romantic evening starts with a long moonlight stroll on the beach and the lunar phase is just right. Go on. Holding each other's tentacles and assorted sea creatures wash up in the foamy green surf, dead from acrid toxic algae bloom. Okay. Also, wait, you're a deep one. Deep ones actually have hands and feet, don't they? Like, so they're like fish people. I mean, you have like, never mind. And slithering into a fetid, swampy marsh, we can wrap ourselves around a decrepit, non-euclidean monolith while chanting ancient passages summoning the great old ones. Oh, sure, isn't it truly a perfect evening? Yes. I mean, come on, a marsh. Swamps are kind of my well, I'm not gonna say my place, but really a good dense, deep, dark forest is, but a swamp is just that, but wet, which is also fun. I'm not a fan of the humidity per se, but you know, I love the ambiance, so yes. I know, right? I was supposed to think I wasn't a romantic. However, there's something else I'd talk about, but I'm not sure how you'll react. It's about to get real, isn't it? I'm also a big fan of knitting. I'm not sure I can handle this. Just knitting? I love it. I love it so much. Look at the little eyes. Oh, under this too. I'm a big fan of crochet. I made some really nice crochet tentacle hats. I want one. They look stylish and terrify the children. That's just, yes. Amazing. So, what do you think of this place so far? The decor is certainly impressive. It was a little slimy. It's quite impressive. I mean, I'm loving the scenery, blurry and indistinct in the background as it is. I know, right? I love the way the symbols carved in the living monoliths pulse and glow. They get scraped daily to keep the wounds fresh, so the bioluminescent blood of the stones keeps responding instead of trauma. Do they now? Nice. Wonderful. It's so elegant and classy. Those are words. And you could use them in connection to, okay. So it always makes me feel so relaxed, especially if I had a few rough centuries. Just to think about the nearby shipwrecks and the eternal gurgling screams of the drowned, it just puts my mind at ease. But I suppose I've always been charmed with the ocean and the frigid terror of its mysteries. Who isn't, really? Be honest. There's quite a bit of lore about it in the ancient text. Lots of details about some particularly unusual creatures down here. I did notice a strange creature just recently. I'm not because I don't know if one of them is gonna like feel like it's a jab at her or something, which is I mean, this is more like it's in I honestly don't. Can I save? No. Great. Winging it then, I guess. There's so many different ones. Some that defy description and others that should not be spoken of. But I must say the most interesting creature I've ever encountered so far is you, Wickhin. Oh, lil'y. Thank you. You're quite an indescribable creature yourself. I'm getting all choked up. You know what? This is absolutely accurate for me. That's what I would do. There's the awkward silence again. That'd be a good time to stuff our faces. just blush. Love me tendril, spicy shoggoth's tongue. Shoggoths have tongues? I mean, I guess they could form one. Choose an appetizer. The love me tendril. Love me tendril is a small pinkish white worm-like creature that's served half-cooked and wriggled on a small plate, still alive and trying to escape. It's a bit of an enigma, writhing and undulating in a way that is both alluring and unsettling. The slimy mucus coating drips and pools on the plate, and it smells. It smells faintly of dead roses decaying in a fetid puddle. You should remember the powerful emotions kind of intoxicating aroma can evoke. The euphoria can be intense, bringing a rush of passion, desire, an almost fanatical love connection with everything around you. For most, it's a powerful aphrodisiac, but for a small population, it has no effect. So, does it seem to be affecting you? Oh, maybe that was her talking. I don't know. It did. Well, it's both fascinating and terrifying. It's one of these two. I'm leaning towards this one though. That's the beauty of it. It's a connection to primal forces and energies that few people can ever experience. If you make it the preliminary nightmare visions, you should be able to bask in a warm afterglow of nausea and dread. Oh! It's like waking up in the morning. Talking about those first words of fear and anxiety is making me feel nostalgic. Good times. It's so nice to hang out with you in these dark and murky depths. I was like a snack to prepare for the feast to come. I'm so glad you're here with me. I should let you know I'm hungry to delve deep, and my appetite is growing. For dinner? Oh, something else. Oh, no, silly Wickhin. I'm just doing the main course, the whole reason why we're here. And it's wonderful to share this encounter with you. You're a real treat. I'm flattered, real. Oh, you know. Such a cutie, I could just gobble you up. Everyone talks about eating me. Everyone talks about eating me. Everybody talks about eating me. Fuck off. I almost said bite me again. That's my go-to. But everybody in this context, as has been pointed out before, that's not really helpful. Maybe we should focus on the menu. Quite so. In fact, you're on point. You ever thought about the menu in a deeper sense? What? Like, the menu is a metaphor for life. Perhaps you can enlighten me? Well, you see, I was thinking it's like a map of our journey through life. And the menu is a reflection of the world around us. First, we start with a drink to loosen up and get ready for the adventure. It's like taking your first breath in the air of the world. Okay. I'm feeling this vibe. Go on. Then we have the appetizers, which are things we do to prepare for the main course. And of course, the main course is the whole purpose of our life. We've been searching for meaning and preparing for what we want our life to be. And our hopes and all our hopes and aspirations, all our dreams and desires, our fears and anxieties, all the shock and horror we've longed for, and the living terror we hoped it could someday be. It's the main event. And finally, there's dessert, which is what we do to celebrate the end of our main course. Most people think if we had enough torment and suffering, we'll get a good dessert. It's a comforting thought. Oh, there's more. But first, let's order the main course. Hopefully we can satisfy our hunger in whatever way, what form we feel the pangs. I wonder what specials they had tonight. The chef lost his mind a long time ago, so the choices are always a surprise, but they're always tasty. Kraken stew, or the unfathomable burger. I do like a good stew, but I don't know. I'm feeling the vibe of the I mean, yeah, this is kind of what I was leaning towards in the first place. Whoa. So good. Kraken stew features hearty chunks of assorted leviathan from the depths of the abyss. The choicest cuts are seasoned with a blend of poisonous anemones and minced crustaceans to give it a signature spicy yet nauseating flavor. It's boiled to perfection in a thick stew made from diced seafaring victims who are dragged down to the icy black depths of hostile tentacles, causing their last conscious moments to be frozen in eternal mind-numbing terror. Oh, that's just oof. The juiciest morsels are infused with the terrified souls of those hapless sailors, and each bite releases another spiritual death gasp. It's recommended to chew slowly and savor the waves of terror and despair that unleash as you gnaw. Exquisite. How do you like it? The souls are more chewy than I expected. I know, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I just, it's because you never tasted anything like the essence of the abyss before. The flavors are meant to evoke the unknown and mysterious depths of the ocean and the otherworldly terror of death. Spicy, right? Now, what were we talking about? I have no photogin idea. It was a metaphysics of the menu. Oh yes, I remember. As an ancient dweller of the abyss, I've seen so many people come and go on the endless cycle. They graze on the appetizers, nibble mindlessly at the main course for a bit, and when it's too late to find any meaning for their lives, focus all thought and gorge on the dessert. And then they die. So many don't even consider what they want their main course to be. They just pick something, or someone picks it for them. More often than not, they choke on the meal of life, seasoned to taste their own fear and regret. And then they die. Yeah. Just wait, I'm getting to something. Oh, I guess either one would have gone that way then. Haven't you been wondering how much deeper it all really goes? What if... Go on. What if dessert's not the end? What if it's just a new beginning? Trippy. Yeah, whoa. You ever had dessert so dreamy that it just takes you into the realm? When I think about dessert as a metaphor for a new beginning, I imagine the flavors like a voyage to a new world. It reminds me of that famous quote from the great explorer, Christopher Columbus. And the sea will bring new terrors, as sleep brings nightmares of the cosmos. For beyond the waves of the sea lies a realm of ancient madness, where cosmic horrors linger in the darkness. Well, I might be paraphrasing a little. Yeah, I doubt Columbus was ever so eloquent. But it speaks to something you may have not considered, especially when thinking about the changes you might make to your life if you reached a fork in the road and had a chance for a new beginning. Or a fork in the meal. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. Huh? What if the choice is just an illusion and everything's already been decided? Whoa. Deja vu, man. Bruh. Why don't you accept it? What if this is all played out before? And we'll all play it again and again and again. As just the insane meanderings of the blind idiot god at the nuclear heart of the universe. Quantum immortality, I get it. These choices you think you've been making, what if they've all been pre-written for you, and you're just going down a predetermined path like a puppet on a string? The irony is so delicious. Reminds me of another inspiring quote. This one's from the great old bard, will.i.am Shakespeare. Okay. All the universe is but a plaything for the malevolent beings beyond space and time, and we are but hapless, insignificant pawns in the grasp of eldritch deities in their incomprehensible game. I might have paraphrased that one too. Sometimes they flow better in the original Aurelian language. For example, Tekelili, lil'y, It's got quite a nice ring, almost musical, don't you think? But it's not a sing-along. I don't expect you to be able to pronounce that. Yeah, I had trouble. Tekelili, Lagai, Yaha Nfle. Whoa, stop, what are you doing? You should never say those words out loud unless you intentionally so into someone that make a target for the unspeakable. I should probably teach you the words of protection to shield yourself from what you may have just awoken. It's a simple charm, but very effective. But we should finish our meal first. It's delicious, don't you agree? My mouth is like a gaping abyss. Yep. Yes, it is quite satisfying. Also, don't worry if you begin to feel bitter waves of dread. This cuisine can take some getting used to. Your mind may be beginning to play tricks on you, but it's best to not acknowledge any feelings of despair and paranoia. Fair enough. Also, if you begin to see things that are not there, don't worry about it. Being in proximity to a deep one for a short amount of time can awaken a part of your brain normally reserved for self-delusion as a defense mechanism. Either that, or you may feel a strange sense of connection to the abyss. I feel a strange sense of connection to the abyss. That's good. It's important to repress your feelings and lie to yourself. Just remember the abyss is a place of mystery and wonder, and I'm not here to guide you through it. I'm here to harm you. What? I was saying I'm here to guide you through it. I'm not here to harm you. I just want to share a little bit of my world with you, to show you the true horrors that lie beyond the veil of your mundane existence. Oh, that's so sweet. You have to the truth, no matter how terrifying it may be. But there are ways to prepare yourself. Trust me, it'll be worth it in the end. Like the ward? Can you teach it to me? Indeed, the universe is not as it seems. There are things beyond your wildest nightmares lurking in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed. Your eyes won't allow you to see the truth. Only your inner vision can know the horrors that exist beyond your limited perception. You see, the universe is vast and noble, full of ancient and terrible secrets. There are beings beyond your comprehension, creatures that have existed for eons, waiting for their time to rise again. I'm ready to learn that word now. Yes, of course, it's very important, because there are places, dark and eldritch places, where the very fabric of reality is twisted and corrupted. Vast cyclopean cities lie beneath the waves, where non-euclidean geometry reigns supreme, and the surging tides pull and stretch its earthbound notion of reality. There are voids between the stars where unspeakable things lurk and plot the return of the universe. The elder gods sleeping for millennia, waiting for the time when they will rise again and consume all of humanity. Consume. Coexist. Did I say consume? Sorry, I meant to say coexist. Through our caring and devotion, we can once again summon the things that have survived from the dawn of time, waiting for the chance to rise again. I long for the icy oasis of Hyperborea, where the Shoggoths roam free. About that ward. Of course, we'll definitely need it if we travel to the steaming jungles of the Plateau of Lang, with the fungal migo of Yuggoth plot and scheme, and the endless caverns of the dreamlands with the ghouls' feasts and the flesh of the dead. I can teach you the words we use to praise the great old ones, ancient deities that slumber beneath the waves, waiting for the stars to align so they may rise again. The outer gods, cosmic entities that exist beyond the veil of reality, and the younglings of Sugarath, those monstrous offspring that lurk in the forest waiting to be summoned by the All-Mother. Ward, please. You are sorry. Before I say any more, let me prepare you with the ward. And in order for you to survive the horrors that await, I must teach you our esoteric ways. I'll now reveal the most important thing for you to know in order to survive your transition to the next dimension of existence. You have to remember this, or else your soul will surely be cast away into the endless void, forever falling and lost in the abyss of unspeakable horror. Unknowable horror. Are you ready? As I'll ever be. Above all else, you must remember, Oh wait, the dessert menu's right now. I'm eager to see what's on it. It's the most delicious and maybe even the most important part of the meal. Its flavors tease the suspense of what's to come. Will it be a sweet, sugary treat, or something bitter lurking in the core that foreshadows a sour ending to our encounter? Wait, what was the thing before? I lost track of my thought. You're about to tell me... Oh, well, it probably wasn't important anyway. Let's see what they have for dessert. Non-euclidean coffee cake with the all-seeing pie. I'm gonna go for the all non-euclidean coffee cake because that would imply that it comes with coffee, which I really want for some right now. A daring way to end our date, to the least. Eating non-euclidean coffee cake can be a truly unique and horrific experience. It pulses from the boiled, yet still beating, hearts tucked inside, and features a thick, unspeakably vile concoction of dark eldritch chocolate and chthonian crystals slathered on the outside. Oh, now you're just making my mouth water. The beating hearts can intensify the fluttering feelings of love. However, the dark chocolate and chthonian crystals create a foreboding dread of heartbreak lurking just beneath the surface. Okay, everything here is a double-edged sword. The combination of these two sensations can be overwhelming as the feelings of love and dread continually clash. The intense emotional turmoil is just like love itself. Yeah, okay. Try a bite and look into my eyes. Tell me what you feel and be honest. Judged when you squint like that. I long to feel your dank seaweed embrace. Yes, cold, clammy, and slimy. My stomach churns with the madness of the sea. Your eyes sparkle like a lighthouse before shipwreck. They do! They do! It's a reflection of the depths of your fears. A premonition of your own wreckage strewn upon the shores of my love. We're sharing a close bond now. Well, that was delicious. Almost bursting at the gills, but I still have room for one final morsel. Why are you looking at me like that? Because I'm hungry for more than just food. You have been giving me your heart, or giving me your soul. Which would you choose? Soul sounds more meaningful? Heart is just an organ? I don't know? Because if she's just being purely figurative, this may sound like it's going too far. I don't know. Soul. I'm afraid the interest. I want your heart. Someone help! Psych! If only you could see your face right now. Simply adorable. I really could just eat you up. But really, I was just messing with you. It didn't matter what you chose. I was always going to say one of the opposite. Just see a reaction. Fair enough. You've been such a good sport, and I think you deserve a reward for your torment. Perhaps eternal life? Yes, that sounds like a good reward for such a good sport. I have been a good boy. You just had to go through one more little thing, but don't worry. You'll be fine now that I touched the ward of protection. But you never actually... Honestly, come to the end of our date. Hope you enjoyed your last meal. Looks like it's time to pay the bill. But the night is still young, and there's more than one way to settle the account. There's a place I know where we can take care of the remaining business. In fact, there may already be a few others there who'd like to meet you. Hold my tentacle, and let's dive together to the depths of the ocean into the heart of lil'y, where you'll be welcomed and embraced by my people. Alright. I want to invite you to join in our rituals and celebrations, and become one of us. I'm overwhelmed with emotions. Emotions. I understand. It's all take in, but you're ready to join us now, and we are ready to receive you. There's one more ritual that you must participate in. It's a rite of passage for those who wish to join us. All right, baby, I'm ready to tell. Let's go, lil'y. Lil'y, you must be sacrificed to the great old ones. Come again! Somehow I always knew. I'm ready. Let's do this. It's about time. In your last several lives, you always fought this part of the bitter end. I'm glad you finally come to terms with your fate. You're now ready to transcend to the next level of existence. Yes, I've paid enough to go to the next tier. and read the next bit of volumes and so on, and have the next title assigned to me, etc. Now we raise our sacrificial knife to the churning madness of the cosmic ocean and call upon the great old ones to accept your soul. If you have any strength left in your final moments, you may chant along with us. Finglui Mglwanaf Cthulhurelia Wagar Nagel Fatagan Finglul Muglanaf Cthulhurelia Wagar Nagel Fatagan. It's okay, it's just gonna... As your life force is drained from your body, you feel your consciousness disappearing into the void. The last thing you see is the face of indifference, and it all goes dark, and there is nothing but eternal, incomprehensible emptiness. You have become one with the end. Thank you for playing this demo version of NecroNomNomNom. Eldritch Hole Dating. The demo is limited to the choice of story branches and endings of the full game. It's a taste of what's to come. We hope you enjoyed it, and we would love to hear your feedback. If you have a moment, please let us know what you think. Feedback on the menu. Thanks again for playing, and remember... Yeah, but that... I think I'm gonna make some coffee.